Hey, Doug Upsall here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and today is January the 16th. It's a Tuesday, and we are going to be talking college hoops today, and it's a little NBA as well. We know what the Final Four is for the NFL, but we'll talk about that later in the week, okay, with some different line moves. We have today 3 in the college basketball, 2 in the ACC, and 1 in the NBA. Also, I'd like to talk to you quickly and pretty briefly about becoming a VPID member. $39.99 a month, figure out the math on that, what that costs you a day, is going to get you all of my selections, plus special bonuses, plus you're going to get super systems, you're going to get wise guy plays, you're going to get trends that you can identify with that help you make selections. This is just not a pick site. That's what you need to understand. This is about giving you information that you can disseminate yourself to help you become a smarter, better with more and increased knowledge. That's what this is all about. That's what I do. That's why I provide this. And if I provide it at a very affordable price. So check that all out. Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. It's $39.99 a month. That's all it's going to cost you. That's it. Okay? And you're going to become a better and smarter sports bettor because of it. Okay? That's the bottom line to this. And you're going to be picking up more wins, not just for my picks, but also because you're going to be making wiser bets. So take that into consideration, VegasProInsiderDaily.com. All right? Now let's get on some basketball with some line moves and some free picks. First of all, in the NBA, New Orleans is at the Boston Celtics. Now, in this game, it's sort of interesting. I like to try and figure how these things are going to work out. They don't always do. Okay, I'm the first to admit that. But the total in this game went from 213 to 215. And that leads me to believe that the odds makers and basketball bettors think that New Orleans has a chance to cover the spread in this one, which is 4.5. Now, the spread hasn't moved at all. Boston's a 4.5 point favorite, plain and simple. But because the total is this high, I'm thinking that's going to be the case because the potential is there for that to be the case. Because what you have here is New Orleans, their average road game, total score or average score is it's over 218 points. The average Celtics home total score is just over 202 points. So that being the case, at 215, that would lead one to believe that the tempo will be dictated by the Pelicans, or Boston's going to have a really good offensive game against a pretty mediocre Pelicans defense. I'm inclined to go with the latter here. I think the higher score, I think there is potential that Boston could do quite well. And New Orleans is 12-3 over after 3 straight games in which they've given up 105 or more points. Okay, I got not a strong play, but I got a lean here with the over on this one, and 72% of bettors are also on the over. Let's move ahead to some college basketball. Clemson at North Carolina. Okay. In case you didn't know, and if you don't remember, you'll hear it tonight if you watch the game, is that Clemson has lost 58 times in a row at Chapel Hill. Okay, 58. They have never won there. These teams are charter members of the ACC Conference, which started in 1953. And in men's basketball, Clemson has never gone there and picked up a victory. That is a NCAA record, 58 losses in a row. Bettors are looking at this game, and it's hard to disagree with them on this one. North Carolina has been bumped from -6 up to -7.5. Okay, makes perfect sense because the Tar Heels expect to and know they can beat Clemson. Clemson, this is a really nice Clemson team. I like this team. I've seen them play 3 times. There's nothing here that I don't like about them, except they don't know how to win there. And until they do, you got to get over that mental barrier, not just the physical one. So I tend to have to agree with that. Now, these teams, I looked this up. There has been looked up the last 7 times that Clemson was a single-digit underdog, a road underdog like they are tonight, and they're 1-6 against the spread. To me, I think you either play North Carolina or you pass. Okay, I'm not gonna. There's no point in being a hero taking Clemson. I'm not saying Clemson can't cover. Obviously, they can. I'm just saying that's a hero pick as far as I'm concerned. It's one I think that's unnecessary to make. 80% of bettors are back in the Tar Heels on this one. Let's move ahead to the MAC conference. Western Michigan, Kent State. Ooh, Kent State 8-9, not a particularly good team. Western Michigan 11-6, not too bad. Western Michigan opened as a 1.5-point road favorite. However, they have been flipped to a 1-point underdog. Now, Kent State's only 6-5 against the spread as a host against Western Michigan in recent games. But because the spread is so low, I think bettors are looking at this game and looking at Kent State being 10-1 straight up against Western Michigan when they're playing at home. Myself, I'm going to go the other way. I just think Western Michigan's the better team. I think they have the ability to go there. I mean, again, the same thing. They haven't had a lot of success, not as bad as Clemson, but they haven't had a lot of success there. But in this case, I think they're the better team, and so I think that's to their advantage. And they're also 9-2 against the spread. If they're 9-2 against the spread, if they have committed if they've committed 14 or less turnovers in 3 straight games, I like Western Michigan in this one. Finally, let's go ahead back to the ACC. Pittsburgh is at Syracuse. Total on this one has risen dramatically. It's the biggest total adjustment of the day, 123 to 127. Now, does it have anything to do with the fact that it's a late game? It doesn't start till 9 Eastern? No, it doesn't have anything to do with that. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there, just having a little fun. On this one, here's I think why this is the case. Now, Pittsburgh is only averaging just over 55 points a game in their last 5. That's bad. They're also giving up, though, over 76 points a game. That's also bad. And those two combined echoes easily over the total. Now, Syracuse is certainly not a dynamic offensive team, but the thing that they're more than capable of reaching 70, at least into the 70s if Pittsburgh scores roughly the same, which is quite possible against that Syracuse defense. So that's the case. I like the over on this one, and over 90% of bettors feel exactly the same way, just is to take the over. Now, we're going to get to our tip of the day. A tip of the day is going to be on a game we already talked about, but the other part of it, which is going to be the total. Western Michigan and Kent State. Now, this total is, I think, 145 on this one. And when the total is between 140 and 149.5, in a game involving 2 teams that average more than 60 shots per contest, and Western Michigan is one such team that's doing this, and their average rebounding team. So what does average mean? Either plus or minus 3 on the rebounding edge. And the 2 teams have played, the one team, Western Michigan in this case, has played at least 15 games. The over is 46-12 the last 5 seasons. So there's your tip of the day. Play the over on Western Michigan and Kent State. So this is Doug Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be talking probably the same types of stuff, but with new teams and fresh stuff. Become a Vegas Pro Insider Daily member. I'm just telling you, you're going to make some money doing it. And it's going to cost you very little to do it at the same time. Doug Upstone, I am